Hey, what's going on? I usually talk about like thirds and fifths and roots and stuff. And if you don't know what that means, those are based on the major scale. Let's start with C major because C is a nice key because of two things I can think of. One, there's no sharps and flats, and that just makes it a little bit easy to handle. Notice the C shape. The way that chord, I'll get to the scale in a second, but the way that chord is voiced, you got a root, third, fifth, root, third. Root, third, fifth, root, third. What does that mean? So the root is your C note, and usually we think of it as the lowest one, but it could be higher. So here's our low C, and we're going to call that the 1. The 2 is the second note in the scale, which is D. So we would say on a C chord, if you want to add a second, you're going to add a D note. And there's one up here on second string. So that'd be like a C add 2. So it's usable. The lower one is a little muddy, so that's why we pick a higher one. In my opinion, the third, so we go 1, 2, 3. That's a C, E, or C, D, E, sorry. Yeah, C, D, E. So that's our 1, 2, 3. The third note in the scale is E. So let's say you wanted a third for the bass. That'd be a low E. That's an E slash, or a C slash E. So it's a third in the bass. It's proper. It's a little muddy, but the third, if you hit it higher, has kind of a heroic, melodic, pleasant quality. The third determines that it's major, so it's a major third. If you flat that, you got a minor. So here's a root, second, third. If we flat the third, that's minor. Major. Flat the third, minor. That's a C, D sharp, and a G for a C minor chord. But to make a major chord, you need root, third, fifth. That's it. What's a fifth? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your fourth F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G. This is good for vocal exercises. You can go ya, 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 ya. And that's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1. So the fifth is what we use in power chords. The fifth in the key of C is a G. That's a root plus a fifth. That's a power chord. You can do it here, or here, or here, or here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's that shape. I kind of like to point out how the scale really conforms to the chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is kind of a weird one. It just sounds kind of overly happy. What you so happy about over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you wanted to make a C chord, you take a C, add the 6, which is A. Actually, it looks like an A minor with a C bass note. There's your 6th chord. And I said it's happy, isn't it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is B. So notice the 6 and the 7 sound a little like out of place from what you may have been expecting. And we can hear that 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's simple. But the 6 sounds a little strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That sounds weird. 7. Are you sure? Is your guitar broke? B. The reason it sounds so weird, it's a half step underneath the root. It's fighting to get to the root. It wants to finish. I like when I'm showing a student this. I'm going, okay, here's your scale. Just go up to the 7. They can't resist taking it all the way to the next note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, hold off on that. I like that weirdness of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the tension, the dissonance. So what do you do with that crazy note? Well, that is your C major 7th chord. Root, 3rd, 5th, 7. So in context of the chord, it sounds pretty nice. 1, 3, 5, 7. On top is like a third, yeah, third, 7, 5, 3, root. That's a major 7th chord. So we just got a root 3rd, 5th plus a 7. And that's what you can do with a scale. Oh no, there's more. You can also, well, do we get to the root? So anyway, it's shaped perfectly like the chord, the scale. Okay, now each note can be projected into a chord. Like a C, the root could make a C chord. The second, D, could be projected into a D minor chord. Why not D major? D major has an F sharp. If we flat it, we got an F that fits into our scale. F sharp is not in the key of C, as far as we know. 1, 2, 3, C, D minor, C. Those chords sound like they blend nicely. If you go or D major, it's kind of cool, but it's not. That F sharp kind of sticks out. 1, 2, 3 is E, so we make an E chord. Major would give us a G sharp in there. We don't want that, so we got to make the 3rd minor. In the key of C, these chords work. C major, D minor, E minor. If we did them all major, it'd sound like this. Kind of cool, but this is more smooth. That's what we're going for. 1, 2, 3, 4 is F. We could make an F major chord there. That's not minor. F and C. Sounds normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is G. Okay, that's major also. So C and G sound nice. So the 3 fundamental chords of the key of C are C, F, and G. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A. This one, if you do major, you're going to have a C sharp note that's going to kind of fight against our C. But it's a cool effect. Here's C major to A major, which sounds like... sounds like Proud Mary or something, but we want to make it minor. C major, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor. C and A minor are very similar. C and A minor. These 2 fingers stay the same. C major to A minor. C major, A minor. They're just about the same thing, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is B. That's the 7th degree of the scale, the 7th interval. We project that into kind of a strange chord. That would be a B minor 7 flat 5. You heard right. B minor 7 flat 5. That name tells us what to do. B is the root. It's minor, so you got to flat the 3rd. A B major would have a D sharp in the 3rd. We flat it, you got a D. So we got a B plus a D. Your 7th would be a flatted 7th, B minor 7, which is A. The 7th note in the key of B is A sharp, but since that'd be a major 7th, but this is a dominant 7th, so we flat it. That's kind of confusing sometimes. We'll talk about that sometime. All right, so here's your chord. A root, a flatted 7th, a minor 3rd, and if we have the 5th of that chord, of the B chord, it's going to be F sharp. That doesn't fit the key of C, so we got to flat it to make it F. A B minor 7 flat 5 is a B, A, D, and an F. Kind of a weird shape, a weird sound, a weird name of a chord. A lot of times people reject it right away because of that. I like it because of that uniqueness. And that chord sounds strange. Listen to how it resolves though. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to the 1. Perfect. It's kind of like a resolution, like Amen. Let's go to the buffet. All right. All right, man. I hope that wasn't too much. Let me know if you want me to clarify anything, but basically, if you don't know the C major scale, you probably should. It's going to answer a lot of questions. You'll be able to follow along with discussions about music theory a lot better. Remember, there's 12 keys. C is kind of the nice tidy one because there's no sharps and flats. We'll maybe add another scale soon if you like. Keep rocking, dudes. See ya.